The vote's already been taken. They're going to do what they want to do.
There's an election coming up, isn't there?
That's exactly what I wanted to get. You people have the power. You people have the power of the vote. It's coming up. PlanCon, we can't do anything until we do our plan. Obviously, you've hit on some very good points. We got sound structures, renovate them, pull the guts out of them, replumb them, redo them. Some things that you really need to look at from the standpoint of where these schools are located versus putting a new box school out with a schools out there at the high school where we have now. We have a parking problem. We have a problem getting in and out, one way in, one way out.
You speak up a little bit. I can't hear over everybody.
Can we have one meeting at a time, please? Thank you.
There's some issues. There's some real issues with that.
Thank you, Mr.
Also, if anybody's ever been to a football game out there, you can see when we have an activity, it just ties up 136 unbelievably. Why would we want to throw a little more stuff out there? So that means anytime we have a major activity at one school, we can't have it at the other because we don't have the parking. We'll just tie up 136. All this stuff going on in one place. It's not designed for that. Now, we did buy some property. I don't know how that's going to work out and how it's going to be designed. But still, you've got sound bones setting in the door, you've got sound bones setting there. Now, where the problem is those schools were mothballed. Those schools weren't closed, they were to be mothballed, because I was at the meeting when it was done. Now, they went ahead and decided, well, we're going to mothball. But the trouble is, with the school up at Carroll, that was to be our middle school. These were to be our elementaries. The previous board made a decision to do that. There's no reason why it can't be made a middle school again, and we make these our elementary schools. The biggest thing about the whole thing is you got to use your biggest muscle in your head and use it well. You're not locked into anything. And the thing that we come in here is we ask for your support, obviously, but look, they've already made their statement that we've got the 5 votes. Well, right now they have the 5 votes. What is the hurry all of a sudden? You've waited how long to do what you've done? Now all of a sudden we've got to get architects in and everything. We can't do a thing until PlanCon comes in, if it comes back, and that'll be in June. Let's have the vote. Let's let the people speak. And then the whole tide might turn the other way. Hey, and it may not. It may go the other way. They may want that new school up there. Fine and dandy, because this is America and the majority will rule.
Referendum.
We can agree to disagree. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's good and it's healthy. Good, healthy discussion is what it's all about. But when you skew the facts and you skew some things, it goes the wrong way. What you don't understand is by renovating those 2 schools, we're going to get 1/3 more square footage. We're going to get an extra gym, we're going to get an extra auditorium, we're going to get an extra cafeteria, because you're only going to have one of those up there. So think about it. This fact that, sure, it may cost a little more, but we're getting a little bit more in the big scope of things. We're getting a lot more because the placement of what we have there. Denora got 39 acres. Monongahela, I'm not sure. I think they got 3 or 4 themselves, don't they? So, like I said, you're trying to jam a little more stuff out there. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So we need to think about the logistics. It's not only building a school, but it's all the logistics that go around it.
Right. Well, what's underneath it too? There's a mine. There's a mine out there.
I'm just saying, but the big scope thing is nothing wrong with good, healthy discussion. I want that to be clear. But in all reality, the public needs to get out, vote their conscience, and let it be.
Okay.
I don't know what the hurry is. I think they should step back, take a couple deep breaths. We've got 2 architects coming in. What happened to Eccles?
They didn't invite him back. He was the lowest bidder. He was the one that showed that, you know, how to do it.
Okay.
So I know you've got a big meeting coming and whatever. I appreciate you.
Okay, I have a question. The statement was made that the redevelopment authority is looking at the existing elementary centers.
Well, they made a motion to do that, and like I said, boy, it's pretty daggone funny that it's good enough for everybody else but Ringgold.
Well, the redevelopment authority would be using taxpayer dollars if they went there.
True, yeah.
And so would the school district, but
And
she
the
also
IU?
said, school district is taxpayer dollars.
Right.
She also said that there were private individuals.
I haven't been privy to any of that information.
There is no, they're putting it out to see if somebody's interested.
To see if somebody.
There's nobody has approached
Okay,
anyone about
okay.
any one of this.
As a small business owner, to me, that would be the telling tale.
Yes.
Because if an individual is willing to take their own money and risk it to remodel those facilities, then the school district should be willing to take taxpayer money and risk it, because
I agree.
I would think that would be a sensible move.
I agree. If it's good enough for somebody else, it's good
That's
enough for
right,
us.
that's right.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna put all the kids up there by Ringgold High School.
Okay.
Is what their plan is.
Yes, sir.
So now we have an incident like they had out in Sandy Hook.
Okay.
Now you got all the schools, all the kids involved, where the different locations, they're separated, right?
Exactly. I mean, logistically, it doesn't make any sense. Also, we have public transportation that runs through Monongahela, North Indianville, and all these other communities. There is nothing. Nobody gets to out to the high school unless they're going by a car or some type of motorized vehicle. At least you've got something. We can get you here close. You can get somebody, mom has to come or something has to come. You can get part way there. Same thing in the north.